वैराग्य विद्या निज भक्ति योगा शिक्षार्थमेक पुरुष पुराना श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य शरीरधारी कृपाम्बुदीर्य तमहं प्रपद्ये। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणम्। वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति स्वरूप गोविंदिति नामिने गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे परतत्व प्रकाशिने श्री दामोदर देवस्य प्रियाय नमः। Hare Krishna, we wholeheartedly take this opportunity to understand the divine grace of Srila Prabhupada, his mission and his mercy, which is actually, mercy is all pervading. There is one thing in which there is no restriction, mercy. And we need to qualify ourselves to attract or attain that mercy. There is no scarcity of mercy, there is no lack of mercy, but we need to grow in our consciousness. We need to understand. So as we were reading, Srila Prabhupada incorporated ISKCON, this wonderful, fantastic society of devotees for developing in Krishna consciousness. And with what mood, with what light? Srila Rupa Goswami writes in his Padyavali, Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavita Mati Kriyatam Yadi Kuto Api Labhyate Tatra Laulyam Mulyam Ekalam Janma Koti Sukriti Na Labhyate. So, on this principle only of Rupa Goswami's teachings, on this principle itself, Prabhupada established the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. What is this? Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavita Mati. Ras Bhavita, na? In Hindi, ISKCON is translated, or the term for say ISKCON is the society, the institution, Antarashtriya Sangh Krishna Bhavnamrit. So, Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavita Mati. It is the loving devotional service to Lord Shri Krishna is full of bhav. Bhav meaning transcendental emotions. Rasa Bhavita Mati. The mellows of rasa, the mellows of joy, the mellows of transcendental emotions. Kriyatam yadi kuto api labhyate. This we see in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Rupa Goswami brings it out, like Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami brings it out. I believe chapter 8, Madhya Lila, text 70. Kriyatam yadi kuto api labhyate. That if it is available somewhere, that one should readily, quickly purchase it. One should not wait. One should not at all wait. Imagine the meeting of Prabhupada and His Divine Grace, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Maharaj. At the very first meeting, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur instructed Prabhupada that Prabhupada and Abhacharan and his friend Naren Babu, that you both are educated personalities. Why don't you go to the Western world and take this message of Lord Shri Krishna, take the message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur understood the emergency, the urgency of spreading Krishna consciousness, the urgency of being Krishna consciousness, Krishna conscious. Srila Prabhupada understands it, and he is giving us this. So, Kritam yadi kuto api labhyate. Wherever one can purchase it, one should not wait, one should be ready to purchase it. Tatra laulyam api mulyam ekalam. And what is the price? Laulyam, greed. Greed by nature is intense. Greed by nature has to be intense. If it is not intense, it is not greed. If the hankering is not intense, it is not greed. Tatra lolyam api mulyam ekalam. Mulyam, the value of it. What is the value? What is the price? What price is to have this Krishna bhakti? It is intense greed only. Mulyam ekalam, only ekalam. The only price to purchase Krishna bhakti, to have, to possess, to attain Krishna bhakti is intense greed. That is the only price. As we see, our acharyas and current guru vargas say, uh, either we are Krishna conscious or we are not Krishna conscious. There is not much of uh, a border, a separation. Either we are Krishna conscious or not. When we leave our bodies at the time of our death, either we are Krishna conscious or we are not. And this is something for a sadhaka to personally realize and check out. One may question, what do you mean either we are Krishna conscious or we are not? Is it not in society there are not different levels and grades of practitioners? Is it not within the Society of Krishna Consciousness, ISKCON, are there not different devotees at different levels of their practice of Krishna consciousness? Are there not different advancement of their levels of practice of Krishna consciousness? So how can one say like either you are Krishna conscious or either or you are not same? Yeah, naturally, we all are work in progress, as devotees say. We all are practicing Krishna consciousness and evolving our Krishna consciousness. But ultimately, what is Krishna consciousness? To attain the transcendental service at the divine lotus feet of the divine couple for eternity. So for that, either I am Krishna conscious or I am not. This is not like a chalta hai. In India, there is much attitude of chalta hai. Oh, it's okay. This much is fine. Oh, happens. Okay, fine. Somewhere negotiate, somewhere adjust and all. But it doesn't work it like this. Actually, say there is no shortcut in Krishna consciousness. As devotees say, no, you cannot cut corners. And if we try to cut corners, it actually takes us to a much bigger, longer route. There is no shortcut in Krishna consciousness. However, there is a shortcut in Krishna consciousness. Rather, there is the shortest cut in Krishna consciousness. There is no shortcut in Krishna consciousness, true. However, same time, there is a shortcut, or rather the shortest cut in Krishna consciousness. Our Kartikeya Prabhu was mentioning this, right? Srimad Bhagavatam 3.7.19, he was saying, Yat sevaya bhagavatasya. Yat sevaya bhagavata kutastasya madhudvisha. Rati raso bhavet tivra. Again, tivra word comes, intense tivra. Bhavet tivra. Padayor vyasanardana. Yat sevaya. Sevaya worship. Whose worship? Yat sevaya bhagavatasya. When we serve the transcendental, maybe we could request Jacob Prabhu to kindly read the translation.
By serving at the feet of the spiritual master, one is enabled to develop transcendental ecstasy in the service of the personality of Godhead, who is the unchangeable enemy of the mother demon, in whose service vanquishes worldly material distresses.
Whose service vanquishes one's material distresses. Whose service distresses one's material, vanquishes one's material distresses. Whose service? Yat sevaya bhagavatasya kutastasya madhudvisha, the unchangeable Lord Shri Krishna, who has no enemy actually. Now, and this is Prabhupada telling us, this is the Shastras quoting, and Prabhupada is bringing forward the Shastra, the message of the Shastra to us. That when we serve a Bhagavad personality. Now, Srila Prabhupada, pure Bhagavad personality, transcendental Bhagavad personality. And those who, what is the way to become a Bhagavad personality? Again, this is Srimad Bhagavatam Siddhant. Um, uh, we see in second canto, third chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, text 11, I believe. एतावान एव यजताम इहे निश्रेय ओदय भगवती अचलो भावो यद भागवत संगता. Those who followed in the footsteps of Srila Prabhupada, they are all pure devotees. They are becoming pure devotees. Nothing less than a pure devotee. Now, so many thoughts and things come around. Now, Prabhupada's classes, his lectures, his conversations, amazing. Once in the year of 1975 in Australia, possibly Melbourne. Now, in the temple there, Prabhupada was in a conversation discussion with a social welfare council officer. So he had come. And there was discussion going on. Prabhupada said, you are social welfare council officer. We are social beings. This is a social organization. We are working for the society. So why don't you understand our philosophy? Why don't you check our philosophy? And why don't you assist us in our work? And let us know if you have any objection with our practice and philosophy. We are happy to listen. Now, that gentleman, he said, no, I don't have any objection. Then why don't you support us? Support us. And Prabhupada said, we hear your government writes in newspaper and in media that there's so many unemployment rate is high, youth is not nicely engaged in drugs and drinking and alcohol and abuse problem. I give you a solution. I'm telling you, send all your men here, send all your people here. I will give them three things. Only three things to do. What? I will make them eat sumptuous prasadam. No need to worry. We'll make them eat lots of prasadam. Take prasadam. Then what? Chant Hare Krishna. And third what? 2 services in the temple. And see all this say animalistic propensities, they all will be vanquished. Yat sevaya bhagavatasya kutastasya madhudvishaya rati raso bhavit tivra. If you want to advance tivra, if you want to advance quickly, intensely, deeply in Krishna, and quickly does not mean pushing others. Quickly does not mean, okay, taking shortcut. Or rather, this is the shortest cut. Otherwise, we will keep on going in loops, practicing for years and years and years. But real advancement is advancement in the core of our heart. Bringing about glorification, completely freeing oneself from any form of self-obsession and understanding how can we cooperate. Cooperation begins with the self. Everything begins with the self. Charity begins at home. So begins with myself only. How do I cooperate myself? As in cooperate in my thoughts, words, actions, desire, everything in one line towards glorifying Guru and Gaurang, towards glorifying Srila Prabhupada, towards glorifying the message of Rupa Goswami, the mission of Mahaprabhu. They all stuck in one line. So how do we learn this? And then with this society, international society, so such a platform Prabhupada has created for us, wherein devotees can come, unite together and show a role model amongst the society that how a Vaishnava should be living and cooperating with each other. The world is hankering, looking for some role model inspiration. In Durban, we believe it was South Africa, some United Nations member had visited the temple and they had come in the temple to attend little bit program to see what activity is going on. And devotees were doing Guru Puja as in the temple morning we do offering to Srila Prabhupada. So Guru Puja was happening and thereafter Guru Puja was the class. Now seeing this ecstatic Guru Puja happening, the officials from United Nations, and this was not, some lip service or just flattery like that. They spoke with the temple devotees and they told them, we all know, right? What did they say? They said this is one place wherein under one roof we see people of different races, different ages, different ethnicity, caste creed say, different bodily skin color say, and all coming together. And how beautifully they all are loving and serving and dancing in the joy. So what it is, surely you must be experiencing something joy. When we go out to Glasgow city center, right, we see so many posters being written, stop racism, be kind, fight inequality, certain life matter, this life matter, that life matter, so many such things. But how do we come to this platform? What is the way out? What to do? So Prabhupada told in his classes, revolutionary. Prabhupada's classes, his writings, his teachings, he said in one of his classes that this material body is the disease of the soul. You see? This material body is the contamination, is the disease of the soul. How much pain, how much hankering is he? He wants us to come to this platform. What platform? Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavita Mati. Kriyatam Yadi Kuto Api Labhyate. This is the best offering we can give to Srila Prabhupada, to this society of Krishna consciousness, by hankering, crying, praying to develop this intense greed, without any politics, without any duplicity, without any enviousness, to become genuinely pray, to become hanker, cry, to become das, dasanudas, to experience the joy. And this is not anything in Krishna consciousness is not made up. Mahaprabhu revealed this to us, to becoming Das Dasanudas. There is more and more and more and more joy in becoming Das Dasanudas rather than becoming directly a Das. Srila Radhanath Maharaj in one of his classes beautifully he quotes, he says what? That when we come into Krishna consciousness, when we come into ISKCON, we join, then we are so attracted by the philosophy, the chanting, the prasadam and everything, by the seeing the relation between devotees. We just want, we pray, oh, I want to become Das Das Anudas, I'm Das Das Anudas. Huh? And I beg, when will I day come when I get initiated? I want to become Das Das Anudas. Very good. As we little bit spend more time within the society, within ISKCON, then what happens? I am such and such Das, or I want to become Das, and I am such and Das. And then at some point we get initiated as well. Initiated, we get kindly accepted. So what? That, okay, says, for example, Shri Shri Kharanitai Mayapur Sashi Ki Jai. Many opportunities, options come in our life wherein we can actually take a pause, reflect, and with our heart and soul take this opportunity to glorify the Lordships, Sri Sri Kharanitaya Mayapur Sashi, and to glorify the purest devotee, Srila Prabhupada, and what we have been exposed to, what has been brought to our lives, this fantastic society of Krishna consciousness. So, then Radha was expressing this point that we get initiated, and what do we become, say, like? Say example Ananda Vigraha Das. Okay. Now we take a promotion from Das Das Anudas. The promotion is Das. Then comes we become more familiar, say, with the society. Then Prabhu. We are everyone is referring to as Prabhu, and then we take it, yes, Prabhu. Then next, where do we aim? Radha Maharaj beautiful classes. He says next we aim to become Mahaprabhu. Huh? No. So as we continue our practice of Krishna consciousness, our ego should be getting more and more dissolving, more and more softer. It should be coming to our original consciousness. So continuing, Prabhupada in Melbourne, Australia, I believe Melbourne, in Australia, he was having this dialogue with that gentleman, social worker, and this was in the year 1975. And my calculation says that gentleman at that point in time, that officer was in his 50s, I believe. And I doubt if he's still present. I doubt if the personality is still present. Now, Prabhupada having this dialogue, why don't you help us, support us? Then Prabhupada says we chant the holy names of Krishna and we follow four regulative principles: no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit relationships. And he was giving short explanation why. Do you see any problem? The person says no problem. But the person said one thing. What did he say? But Swamiji, he didn't say Swamiji, but uh, Prabhupada, but your lot, you all are a minority. Who will listen to a minority? Who listens to a minority? And look at Prabhupada's response. Now Prabhupada's response, these responses, they are not thought responses, they are not made up responses. They are responses from the straight Raganuga platform. Spontaneous, he's thoroughly absorbed. Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavita Mati, as we read from the folder, this is the basis of principle on which ISKCON is set up. So if we really feel that we have a debt to pay, we want to glorify the leaders within the society, the Guru Varga, Srila Prabhupada, then we have to mold our lives in a way. We have to practice Krishna consciousness in a way that we come to developing this intense hankering, intense greed. Prabhupada's reply was, sir, you say that, okay, we are a minority. Who listens to a minority? Huh? His reply was, how many stars are there in the sky? Unlimited. But when the moon comes out, what is the aura, the effulgence, the power of all those stars? Just one moon is good enough to brighten the universe. Where is your percentage? Where is your calculation, your logic of percentage? Is not one moon good enough to brighten up the sky? You bring millions of stars. What brighten up the sky we see? But one moon brighten. So this is the society. To become a pure gentleman or become a pure Vaishnava. The other guy person, I don't see here if what response he had. Now, if someone is smart, he can check and pick up on this. Everyone wants to become perfect. This is the perfection, becoming a pure devotee of the Lord, taking into Krishna consciousness. Srila Radha Govind Maharaj in his classes, very blessed, such pure Bhagavad classes. So he mentioned like Lord Brahma, when Lord Krishna had a dialogue with Lord Brahma, inspired him, instructed him. And what did he say? Tapa, austerity, perform austerities. Fine, great. What did Lord Brahma do? Two things. What? He created the material world. All the elements were provided and he created this material world. And what did he do? He brought about the Vedas. He brought about the scriptures, the Vedas. Srila Prabhupada, what did he do? He created this society of Krishna consciousness, ISKCON. And alongside, not just like an institution, alongside what? He assessed on the printing of Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Updeshamrita, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, all of these Shastras brought out to our lives so that we can study and we can understand Guru, Sadhu, Shastra come in one line. Guru, Sadhu, Shastra, they are in one line, all towards the lotus feet of Lord Shri Krishna. And Prabhupada's again writings and teachings, he writes in Perfect Question, Perfect Answer, Science of Self-Realization, other places as well. There is no such thing as a bad guru or a false guru or a bogus guru. Guru is guru, guru is a tattva, guru is a principle. It can never be bad guru. It's like a bad God, no? God is all good, God is one-sided, God is all absolute. Likewise, that Guru Tattva, Guru Siddhant, Guru Principle. And Prabhupada lived that Siddhant, he lived that principle. So, Prabhupada created this fantastic, incorporated this society. As we all know, at the time of incorporation of the society, when Prabhupada came to the West, actually he was instructed, ordered by his spiritual master to do what? to print books. Whenever you find money, print books, print books. That was a direct instruction. Preach in the Western world and print books. And sometimes we need not wait for more instructions or direct instruction. What is the instruction? Someone practicing Krishna consciousness as a His Holiness Bhakti Swarup Damodar Maharaj, Sripad Maharaj says, right, that someone practicing Krishna consciousness is intelligent enough. A human being born is intelligent enough, then what you see we are practicing Krishna consciousness. So Prabhupada, he was told print books whenever you get money. And he knew, Prabhupada knew, his spiritual master, like at that point in time, some temples, Gaudiya Math temples, they were having some conflicts. Okay, temples being created, now devotees were having some arguments. This room belongs to me. No, take this room, and all of this towards facilities. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, oh, why did I create these temples? Better not to have temples, demolish maybe and all, and save money, and I better print books. So print books. And Prabhupada, look, the visionary Prabhupada. He came to the West with very little resources, negligible resources. What did he do? 66, he incorporated ISKCON in the month of July. 65, he arrived. What month? September, right? 66 in July month, he incorporated ISKCON, that we register this society first. And as he was a gentleman, some lawyer and others, well-wishers, telling Prabhupada that you open up a society, call it what? International Society for God Consciousness. You know, Swamiji, call it God Consciousness. That will you will have a more outreach, more appeal. People can connect to you and lots. But Prabhupada says God is a vague term. Huh? More so, so many discussions. Prabhupada told, right, that just to please the Americans or just to please us, just to please the Americans, I'm not going to change the philosophy of Krishna consciousness. So far, the world is introduced to what? God, which is a bit of a vague term. Uh, it is not, I don't know how much of a biblical term God is, but it is not so very shastric term. It is a bit of a vague term. But Krishna, now Prabhupada says God has many names, unlimited names. Venum Kvanantam Aravinda Dalayataksham. We sing every day in the morning, it's Shingararti. What? Seeing the beauty of Krishna, bringing out the beauty of Krishna. This is specific from the Shastras. God has unlimited names, but the chief name is Krishna, one who is all attractive. So why not bring out this to the world, which the world is hankering, which the world is wanting, which the world is lacking? Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Maharaj said, right, that in this world there is no lack. The only thing lacking, the only thing in scarcity is lack of Krishna consciousness, lack of God consciousness. So bring about. And Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, that so many magazines are being printed. If we see so many magazines, and what do they promote? Lusty desires. So many such. And Prabhupada, yes, we bring out Krishna conscious literature. So if we keep ourselves loyal, intact, and if we hold on to the purity of practicing Krishna consciousness, then we want to act in line with Guru Sadhu Shastra only. What Shastras bring out? Prabhupada said, na, that I don't care millions of stars. I am after moon. Prabhupada wanted moon. His Guru Maharaj wanted moon. Moon-like personality, pure. Just one pure devotee is good enough. Yeah? And so if His divine grace, His grace is all there spreading out. If we hold on to it. Now Prabhupada, before setting up like Lord Brahmana, first he performed austerities. He got darshan of Lord Krishna. He had a dialogue. Krishna shook hands with Lord Brahma, see, and said, okay, tapa, austerity perform, and then educated him in the science of creating the material world and Vedas, Shastras. Prabhupada, before coming into the West, he lived a life of austerity throughout. Since the time he met his divine grace, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Maharaj, he lived a life of austerity, a loyal, chaste life, and following his dream. his desire, which is non-different from his Guru Maharaj's desire. So Prabhupada performed that austerity. Coming into the West also performed an austerity. After setting up ISKCON as well, continued with austerity. No break, no rest. Hmm? And gave us these scriptures, the Shastras and everything. So Prabhupada set up this society with this desire, with this mood that we hanker for Krishna Bhakti. In so many instances, another instance, Prabhupada was with his disciples and they were discussing some drama, the drama to do and all, and who to play what role and things. And Prabhupada, look at his humility, that he did not, he didn't want to disturb his disciples. That okay, you continue the meeting, I leave the room, I go out. Hmm? Another instance, what devotees were discussing some managerial things in running the temple and all, and so they said like something, those who are not involved in the managerial like this, please leave. And Prabhupada also straight like, okay, I leave and all. He was so courteous, what courteous. Some lady in India came to clean the room, Prabhupada's quarters and all, and he made sure that that lady is getting all facilities and everything looked after to be able to do her services nicely. Very courteous. Such awareness all round, overall. Yeah? So in this Kali Yuga, we need a structure, we need a platform, we need an environment, a safe environment. Prabhupada opened up Gurukuls with a desire to provide a good, healthy, safe environment for the children, for grooming their minds into becoming pure devotees into Krishna consciousness, to give them education, all round facilities and everything. Farm communities, distributing books, reaching out to people in general and all. So somewhere the society and it's a growing work altogether. Okay, maybe on this note I will take a pause if there are any questions, comments. Ellen Prabhu, you were wanting to mention something.
So you mentioned about God, and it came to me that God is almost an impersonal term. Because people associate God with what's in the Bible, and we try to present this formless sort of idea. So it does seem a bit impersonal. So I just want to add that. I think it's important that we have a name, Krishna, because this big idea of God it seems to encourage impersonalism from my experience.
Yeah, true, it does. And in India, by and large, many of our Hindu God brothers and sisters, yeah, the definition of God, if we ask or tell them, the God means what? G for generator, O for operator, D for destroyer. I don't know how much Shastric it is. And then Lord Brahma who generates, and Lord Vishnu who operates, and Lord Shiva who destroys. Okay, yeah, that bit Shastric, but I don't know how much in the Vedas the mention of God like this in general. But Bhagwan is mentioned. Yeah. Shastra says Bhagwan and the meaning of Bhagwan and everything. And then Krishna's to Bhagwan Swayam. Baba, why miss out on this opportunity to go direct and be specific altogether? Yes, bro.
I also want to mention, at the start, it said about beggars. So one who is able to give charity would be feed the beggar, and if the beggar was aware of another person's difficulty, they would ask them for charity. I just wanted some clarification on this because I used to love giving money to people on the street, and then it got pointed out to me that I was enabling people to sort of destroy themselves through drugs and alcohol. And it seemed to me like I was performing a virtue signal by giving these people money. But when it pointed out, I realised that actually I'm assisting them and harming themselves. So would it be wise to, if you have a beggar on the street in Scotland who's just desperate for money for alcohol to continue his addiction or for crack cocaine or something, that should be getting the money?
This is, I believe, depends quite a bit on time, place, circumstance, situation, and different devotees have different take on this. What I heard and all. Once I heard Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Maharaj. Um, asked by he was in a train journey. If I He was in a train journey, if I remember correct, with some well-wisher, some disciple and all, and they were encouraging him that please come to our town, please come to our town, and we arrange a Bhagavad program at 3 days, 7 day. We arrange a satsang program for you, and we will do prasadam, we will do the setup and all, and come, please, you talk. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Maharaj was contemplating, and in the train journey, some beggars came, and they were like, okay, 1 rupee, 2 rupee, or whatever money they were like expecting, wanting, desiring, say. And this gentleman who was proposing, come to the our hometown, we will arrange and all. When the beggar came, he like shoot, oh, go, and no, no money, no money, move on, sort of. So that actually pained the heart of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He was like, well, on one side you are telling me come here and we'll do lavish programs, or we'll do some setup, we'll provide food and this and then, and there's a beggar coming and you don't have compassion to give him, offer him anything. At least in Sanskrit, there is a saying, Vachanam kim daridyata. Huh? So, at least if we cannot offer money, or if we feel if we give the person the money, he will misuse it. If we cannot give him actually some cookie which is offered to Krishna, some prasadam offered to Krishna and all, or if we cannot give the person anything like literature and all, at least why not give him some good soft words? Huh? That much we should do, na? We should never like shoo away or on this thing. Now this is both sides. Like again, Radha Govind Maharaj in one of his classes mentioned that some devotees were, oh Maharaj, don't give money to poor, or don't arrange these facilities for poor and all. They will take all this money and they go out and buy alcohol. They go out and buy alcohol. So some devotee actually gave, this is in India, a beggar gave them 40, 50 rupees or something, whatever, some Lakshmi, huh? And then Maharaj said, okay, we can check, let us see what he does and all. And he went to a pharmacy shop. uh, Now they were thinking maybe pharmacy shop, maybe he's something, some drugs or something dodgy perhaps. Now the beggar left, so devotees went to the shop and asked the shopkeeper, this beggar had come and he came to your shop. What did he buy? What? So they said that he brought something to clear his throat. He had something medicine proper. He has some bodily ailment and he didn't have money. Now he got money, he came something to for his good health to buy something. And then devotees were a bit okay, yes, okay. Yeah. Now there could be a situation, there could be circumstances. It's very easy and same time it is very disheartening to say what? Karma. Well, his karma. He's on the streets for his karma. He had choices, did he not? He should have thought about this before becoming homeless. It's very easy to say like this, na? Huh? But to feel someone's heart, to feel someone's pain. Some places Prabhupada mentioned we have to be materially compassionate. And it's a platform, it's a ground for being materially compassionate, sets us to come to a place wherein we can be spiritually compassionate as well. Yes, Prabhupada.
What you say is very beautiful. So we have something that the hierarchy of needs, and you can't attain at the highest sort of selves if you don't have a basic needs met. So if a person is lost in Maya and material distress, how will they get a chance to explore Krishna consciousness if their mind is so occupied with food, shelter, money? Um, so people need to have the needs met, the basic needs met before they can progress and sort of have that headspace, that energy to go forward with other things. This is something that talks Maslow's hierarchy of needs. But as mentioned by Prabhupada, if we look at people on the streets, are we going to have any opportunity to dance?
In my little understanding, I don't have a yes or no answer to your question. Should we give or should we not give? Again, I feel it is quite time, place, circumstance, situation, thing based. But at least I can offer a good smile, I can offer a good help, I can offer some kind words. If I cannot offer prasadam, if I cannot offer something, or generally devotees do, or you need medicine, I buy you medicine, and things like. And we are end of the day or even beginning of the day, we aspire to be representatives of Mahaprabhu. We aspire to be representatives of Prabhupada, our Acharya works, generation of Prabhupads, na? So if we can be in there at this point and we can see. And yes, this different gradation of needs and all, but the highest need is this Krishna consciousness. And first I need to realize this and then I need to pass it on. So apologies, we have went over time. We are short of time. We'll always be short of time. Who can possibly glorify the efforts of Srila Prabhupada? And this fantastic society of Krishna consciousness Prabhupada created with this desire, no politics, no duplicity, uh, no competitive mood that, okay, climb over someone, push someone down, this and that. Why did we join ISKCON? For this reason. Uh, None of this, softening the heart altogether, desiring to become Das Das Anudas. Uh, Krishna consciousness is rare. No one is stopping us from becoming that rare. We can be that rare personality. The Shastras mention everything practical. We can be an ambassador. We desire, we pray to be an ambassador. And Srila Prabhupada has given us this formula. Yat sevaya bhagavatasya kutastasya madhutvisha. Rati raso bhavit tivra padayor vasanardana. Everyone who is a follower of Prabhupada should read this translation, what Prabhupada is writing. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम महापुराण की जय, पतित पावन शिला प्रभुपाद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी।